You mean your teacher didn't tell you anything about the endless masturbating? I am so bored. There's literally nothing to do. Kid, you don't even know what boredom is. Try living through a pandemic and months of quarantine. Who are you? Oh, I'm from the year 2022. You're from 20 years ago? I'm confused. Wouldn't that just make you, 80 today? I'm not that old. For your information, I'd only be in my early 50s in 2042, okay? That's still old. Look, I didn't travel all the way into the future just to get shade from some teen who dresses like it's still the 90s. Shade? Wow, you sound like my grandma. And besides, this is nothing like 90s fashion. Okay, I always wear the newest current trends. Oh, please. Bucket hats? What is this, like the 5th or 6th reappearance of a ridiculously fugly hat? This is not fugly. It's called a pale hat, and I spent good crypto on it. Whatever. So, do you have any questions for me or not? Not really. Why would I need to know anything from the past? Especially when my history class just spent an entire chapter on the COVID-19 pandemic. One chapter? You learned everything from one chapter. Yeah, it was pretty short too. Just a bunch of boring stuff about people getting sick, historically high inflation rates, global protests, and supply chain issues. Oh, I bet it sucked having to wipe your ass with your bare hand. Gross! What? Wasn't there a toilet paper shortage? Yeah, but no one was wiping their butt with their bare hands. At least I hope not. Huh. I thought that's why everyone was suddenly washing their hands all the time. People were washing their hands because of a virus, not because their hands were caked in shit. That makes sense. So did your history teacher tell you anything about chin diapers, homosexuals, COVID Karens, the overuse of the word unprecedented, 2 weeks to flatten the curve? Wait, slow down. 2 weeks to flatten the curve? What the hell is that? Well, it was supposed to be 2 weeks. But they ended up being off by about 80 plus weeks. Basically, we were encouraged to stay home as much as possible. Businesses shut down, people worked from home, and even schools were closed. No school? Lucky? Yeah, it might seem like it, but once those kids were back in school, they were forced to spend the entire day basically marinating in their own breath while politicians and celebrities partied maskless at jam-packed events like the Super Bowl and the Met Gala. Wait, what do you mean by maskless? Why would they be wearing masks? Is this like Halloween or something? You mean your teacher didn't tell you anything about the endless masturbating? Masturbating? Tons of masturbating. Somehow masks became a more heated topic than issues like abortion and gay rights. You know, I always wondered why so many of my friends' parents were wearing masks in their wedding photos. Yeah, well, I'm sure it was perfectly fine to remove those masks while they were taking the photos, but it became some kind of obnoxiously corny social media trend so that people could announce that they're special because they got married during a pandemic. I hear you on that one. Social media is full of attention whores. Right? My mom live streamed my entire birth on Instagram. And she has a public profile. Live streamed? Yeah, not only did she live stream my birth, but she also thought it would be cute to post several naked-ass photos of me all over her social media pages. I mean, come on. Even I know the internet is forever. That's brutal. Thankfully, I'm not the only one, though. Pretty much everyone at my high school has had their entire life chronicled on the internet. Can't say that I'm surprised. Yeah. So, is there anything else you think I should know about the pandemic? Probably not much that you haven't already learned about. Except for maybe a shit ton of contradictions made by government officials, the CDC, and incredibly biased media outlets regarding the effectiveness of masks, social distancing, mandates, lockdowns, therapeutics, you name it, as well as the utter hypocrisy of assholes who once praised nurses, teachers, truckers, and other essential workers at the beginning of the pandemic, only to vilify them 2 years later for doing what's best for their own personal health and beliefs. Oh, yep, that's about it. By the way, I love your necklace. Oh, thanks. I spotted it on the Nordstrom Rack website and I just had to order it. Oh, that's right. You still have to manually order things online, don't you? Yeah. How else would I order it? Through my mind? Yeah. All I have to do is think about an item that I want to buy and it shows up at my doorstep within 15 minutes. What? It's through a microchip in my brain. I had it implanted for my 13th birthday. Don't you think it's a little disturbing that your thoughts are being monitored? No. It's for our own protection. Besides, it is so much more convenient. I literally don't have to lift a finger to buy anything on Amazon. So I'm guessing Jeff Bezos must be a bajillionaire by now? You mean the president? Figures. Oh, did your history book by chance give any information on how exactly the COVID-19 virus originated? How it originated? What was it? Oh, it came from...